Obviously, a big topic concentrating the minds of tanker owners is sanctions.
Well, yes, what we've seen over the years, in particular with Iran, with Libya, etc. Again, forces of political leadership in different parts of the world. The important thing over there is, like a lot of things, is consistency. If they are needed, they are needed. If they need to be enforced, they need to be enforced holistically and well. But ultimately, the owners need consistency. The Iran sanctions, obviously by the powers that be, were needed in their views. However, obviously the way they were implemented over time did cause some problems, which we are only getting to clear up now, that obviously they are being scaled back. And yet we still do not know to what extent everything has been scaled back, because there are still the implications of the dollar transactions, etc. So hopefully moving forward, we'll learn from these experiences where we need coherent and holistic regulations and directives for sanctions, and that goes across the board with all regulations, to be honest.
It does indeed. I think that one of the things that came across very strongly is a need for a coherent and a holistic approach from the port state control authorities.
Yes, with port state control, what, in my opinion at least, first we need to identify the problem. Is it lack of training, or is it something more sinister along the lines of bribes and corruption? If it's to do with lack of education, then education can be offered. Flag states can step in. They can give their representation. They can assist. We can grow. We can learn. That is one way of handling that, and that can be done, and we should be optimistic about that. Each flag state in that respect can step in and play their part. When it comes to, obviously, the more sinister side of things, and if we're talking about corrupt practices, then one needs to look at how that is going to be tackled. Flag states can do their part, and they should back owners that want to take a stand. However, I believe that to tackle that, we need to go a step further, and we need a coherent and holistic approach, which involves everyone in tackling the particular ports that have these practices. Because ultimately, I believe we know, we have the information, we have the data to see where this happens. We can cross-check between flags, and I think something can be done if, as at an IMO level, as a concerted group, we take action.